Hey there, guys. Welcome back to the casa. So, as you remember, a couple of days ago, I busted up all that hamburger, and I saved out 5 pounds. And we're gonna go ahead and cook that up. So, what I'm doing here is I took the 5 pounds and I took some onion soup mix, and I added that in. I did about 1 pack per pound, give or take. I think I had a little extra, so I threw another pack in there. So I made all these hamburgers. Now what I did is I used a wide mouth lid and a flat, and I used that as my hamburger press. So I know they're the size of a wide mouth jar. And then what I did is I used a little bit of a barbecuing trick, and I pushed down on the center of each of these to kind of keep the burgers from swelling up. Now I've got this tray here, and I've already got a tray that's been in the oven at 375. It's been in there for, I would say 15 minutes or so. So we're going to take that one out. There we go. And we're going to swamp this one in. I'm going to let this one go until it is cooked. So there we go. That one's in. And there we go. So there's our first batch. They look pretty good. I may end up scarfing up one and eating it here. So what the plan, though, is I'm going to take these and I'm going to can them. We're going to jar them up with some broth and put them away on the shelf so that I can be able to just kind of take them out and heat them up and eat them. Again, kind of in keeping with the idea of pre-prepared meals and a bit of a variety of meals. Now, I got this idea from a channel called Ericism, where he did it, and they seem to turn out pretty good. Seem to be, decent. A couple of months later, he showed a video, of him taking them out. So we're gonna give it a shot, and we'll see how it goes. So now we just gotta wait on the other ones to cook, and we'll go from there. All right, bye guys. Hey guys. All right, so our burgers are all cooked, and they are in our jars. Worked out pretty good. What I ended up doing, a couple of changes, is in watching Ericism's video, he did 4 per jar for pint, and it looked like his burgers swelled some and kind of forced some of the liquid out in his jars. They sealed fine and everything else. But what I figured I'd do is I'm only putting, I don't know if you can see this real well or not. I'm only putting 3 burgers in a jar. Now, one of the other things I'm doing just to kind of help me out is I'm tilting them a little bit. And the reason I'm doing that is so that when I fill these with liquid, I don't get any hidden air pockets in there. I'm going to debubble these and stuff. But I thought if I slanted them, it would help the air to come out a little bit. So what I ended up with is 3 per jar, and I've got 8 jars. I've got one that only has 2 in it. I didn't eat any. I was tempted, but that's the way it ended up, count-wise, what have you. So we're just gonna go ahead and add broth to these. Now these have been cooling for a little bit because I had to wait for the other ones to come out and things like that. So they're fairly cool. So I'm actually just going to do this as if they were cold. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna hot pack them and then have it hot water in the canner and that sort of thing. So just to make my life a little easier, I'm just gonna use pre-made beef broth. Now this is of course Food Lion's brand. It's reduced sodium because God knows I don't need the extra salt after putting the onion soup mix in there and stuff like that. But it's just reduced sodium beef broth. So we're just gonna fill these, and I'm just gonna do one real quick, and then I'll just go ahead and do the other ones off camera. And once I have it all ready for, because I'm doing this one-handed, so I don't want to, make a hell of a mess here. So we're gonna run these up to 1 inch of headspace. There we go. And then we're just going to go ahead and debubble these. Now let's see if I can do this one-handed or not. Probably not without making a mess. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to go ahead and get these all prepped. And then I'll get them in the canner and we'll go from there. All right. See you in a little bit. Bye. All right, guys. So there we go. Last jar. They're all filled. A little bit of fat in them, but that's kind of to be expected because it is hamburgers. That's okay. In looking at Eric Ism's video, the final result, he ended up with a fair amount of collagen forming in the jars, which is fine because, to be honest, what I don't use will go on Rhonda's food. Like I said, she's a rescue. She's an old senior dog, so I tend to spoil her a lot, and that's one of the ways we'll be spoiling her. So there it is. It's all in. I'm going to go ahead and get this canner going, bring it up to steam, let it run for 10 minutes at steam, and then close it up. Put the weight on there, wait for it to come up to pressure. For me, that's 10 psi because I'm at sea level. And then we'll let it go for 75 minutes, and we'll go from there. All right, talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. All right, guys, so there it is. Moment of truth. They are out. They all look pretty good. Still bubbling and cooking away a little bit. But looks like they did all right. It's a little bit of juice in the bottom of the canner, so they did expand some. That's all right. We'll see what the headspace ends up being when we're all done. There was a pop. Up there they are. They're popping. Already got a few of them that have done popped. Nice. All right, guys. So now it's just a matter of, there's another one. Getting them all cleaned up, getting them cooled off overnight, and then they will head on to the shelves. We got one more, maybe two, waiting to pop, and that's it. So I think we're going to get good seals on these. So they should be good to go. All right, guys, there you go. Hamburgers in a jar. All right, have a good night. Stay loco.